Hello, 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 footprinters. Give me one little minute here to take care of morning housekeeping here. Hi, Renee. I haven't seen you for a little while. How are you? So I haven't looked at any stories this morning. Hi, Sherry French. Hi, Grandma D. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hi, Steve. It's nice to see some people making a return after a little absence for, sometimes we all have to step away for a while. So it's lovely to see some names back. Hi, Maureen. How? I think I said hi, Sherry, didn't I? Yep. Yeah. So I had a big sleep in this morning. Only got up a couple of minutes to 10. So yeah, got some clothes on. Set this up. Had a banana, so I could take my pills and ready to go. A bizarre dream. Always have bizarre dreams. Yeah. So it's just, yeah. Yeah, so has anyone got something they want me to read on? Let me know. I can bring up the news feed. I'll just click that. Now this. I'll just shut that down. Oh, wow. Hi, Pamela Bryant. Oh, thank you. You had a super stressful day. Oh, well, I can understand that. I had to, hi, LF. I had to medical test done this week. It was quite stressful. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Hi, Patricia Francino. Oh, Grammy dear, yeah, LF is your sister. Oh, that's lovely. Now, I knew there was more than one pair of sisters who joined us occasionally. So, yeah. Hi. Mm. Okay, let's have a look at some stories. Yeah, everything's good, thank you. Hi, Scorpio Mama. And of course, always hello, as always, hello to my lovely lurkers and to everyone who watches the videos later. I do appreciate that you take the time out to watch it. Uh, mm, this dam was brokered by China. Deal brokered by China. Hi, Martel. Hello. It's lovely to see names that are new or not the American. Uh, open embassies. Let's have a read off. My internet connect. Hi, Joanne, never again. Hi, Denise Trudeau. So, cooling down. Yeah, it is, but it's still only March. So there's still possibilities for uh, waves of heat into April. And North Korea bluffing if the US shoots down test missiles. Firstly, do the US even intend to shoot down test missiles? They've said, North Korea has said, if you shoot down our test missiles, we will go to war. Mm. Okay. Okay. Has anyone got any stories you'd like me to look on? I mean, you coloured them green. Oh, oh, prayers. Prayers for Eleanor. Oh, sweetheart. Card for Courtney. If she's asked for one, yeah, of course. So saying she's asked for a card, that's fine. An indictment won't get rid of Donald Trump, but he is on his way out, my darling. Anyway, let's have a full screen. Eleanor, hi Jezza. So please all let's get together and send out prayers and loving energy for Eleanor McCarthy, who is Shelby Lisa's mum. And yeah, we absolutely love and adore Eleanor, and yeah. Is it indictment season? Well, we'll open up with that, hey? I just got us one, I think. Got myself a new deck the other day. Yes, I always get new decks, but, you know, more so than usual. That's one of the perks of finally getting a job. So I don't always get any deck I want, but because, you know, sometimes it just, or any deck I see. I'm going to go for an hour. Took a while to get going this morning, didn't it? So sorry about that. So maybe a little bit longer. We'll just see, hey. So is it indictment season? The Magician. There's everything there that is needed to start throwing indictments. That's a big yes. The Queen of Cups. Whoa. This is a really interesting representation because the lid is off the cup, of course. So it's just upwelling. But look at this, the globe. The bigger picture is going to emerge as well. The resources are there to do it. And I feel like Trump et al., call them, might be starting to feel a little bit too watched. We'll say it, smothered. We've got the Knight of Wands, but this is a very interesting Knight of Wands. The horse is barking and he's barely staying on. And it's like, ooh, determined to hang on to that staff. He's all for show. And it's just like this, like it's gonna get bucked off his horse soon. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. To my members, there's more stories, hot topics posted. Okay. Is it indictment down? Oh, and here is the Ace of Cups overflowing. Everything seems to be yes. Indictments are going to start soon. On quite a few people. So yeah. Hi, Deborah Costro. Yeah. Now, I will be doing single cards today, and I've just thought that what is Trump's state of mind currently? Oh, good question. So I'll do them in. Okay, what is Trump's state of mind? Guide to the highest truth and compassion. Okay, let's have a look. The Nine of Wands. Now, this is an old lady, and she's using the wands to, I don't know, bolster the roses. It's also vigilance. He's looking over his shoulder. I get the feeling like he's bluffing his way through. Without the wands there, I feel like they're climbing roses. So without the wands there, they won't grow. So he's starting to cling on to things, maybe other people. Seven of Pentacles, assessment. A lyric from Carole King's song Tapestry came into my head when I was looking at this card. I think it was once I saw a lonely man reaching for a tree, but the branch, it was empty, something like that. Hi, Dawn Hooper. Nice to see you. It's like he's used up everything. He's fast running out of resources. Oh, the truth is coming for him. The truth is coming for him, and he's really, really doesn't. I get a fog of a cloud. It's like, yeah, I think he's realizing that he's running out of people to use. And when they go, here's the Knight of Knight of Pentacles, the Mercenary Knight. They're all women in this card deck, I think. Now she's riding on her horse, who is slowing down. She's clinging onto that Pentacles, and she's in this metal suit, but it's cold, and you can see she's cold. She's out in the cold, and she's not going to be able to go much further. I think these are his fears, that people are going to start putting him aside. That's his fears, but the other two are him running out of things, and he's definitely not too happy about the truth coming out. And here we have the Queen of Wands. Friary, independent women. These are he's scared of both those women, of Fanny and the other lady in New York, both the prosecutors from Georgia and New York. He's shit scared of women, which he has been all his life, which is why he's basically treated them like dirt. He's really, really, yeah, because he's trying to read them, and they're not going to be read. You can see how her face is completely shuttered. You can't tell what she's thinking, but she's confident in her pose. One more, what is Trump feeling? Oof, oof. Oh my goodness. He can feel a change coming. He knows there's a change coming. And it's not necessarily a change for the good. And he knows it's a change that he will not be able to reverse. That's a pretty significant card to wind up this reading on how he's feeling. Yeah. What's on the bottom here? This is the Page of Pentacles. Running out of opportunities. You see, there's only one of those three discs are stamped, or the Messenger of Pentacles, Maiden of Pentacles, whatever you want to call it. Only one of those three discs are stamped. He is running out of time. Okay. He's asked the government to play for, they won't. Okay, let's have a look at first the Saudi-Iran deal. Should the West be worried? They cut off ties 7 years ago, and China or Beijing has secretly brokered a new deal. Embassies in each other's countries within 2 months. Should the US be worried? The the lovers. Well, here they are with that deal. What sort of challenges could it pose for the US and other Western countries, really? The Eight of Swords. Limit options. That's what I'm feeling. The Eight of Swords came through. Limit options. Making it harder. You would think with the Saudis, the deal with the Saudis would open more corridors to negotiation with Iran, but it doesn't. It seems to have put the US and other countries into a bit of a tighter spot. Because it's given Iran a layer of protection that they didn't have previously or in the last 7 years, which is Iran, which is the Saudis. So it's going to be quite a challenge for them it's going to blinker off some pathways or block off some pathways that they may have had before, the US and its allies. Okay. What's the advice here? The Nine of Wands. Be vigilant. Be vigilant. Okay? Don't let your guard down around any of this. At the base of this, the High Priestess. Secret agendas and strategies. Now, one of those is why Beijing brokered the deal. Okay, because there's more going on there. What did Beijing get from both Saudi Arabia and Iran to broker the deal? So there's more secrets here, okay, than just the fact that they brokered it secretly. What did they get? Oh, Eleanor. Oh, hi, sweetheart. We're so glad. Shelby's just saying that you weren't doing too well. It's lovely to see you here. We've all sent you bursts of loving, healing energies and prayers. Hi, Jennifer Barnes. Remember, if I don't say hello, it's just because I haven't seen your name yet. When I see your name, I will say hello. Sometimes I'll read a comment and not even realize there's a new name above it. So sorry about that. So, yeah, what is at the base of this worry is what else? What is China getting out of it from both these countries? Is the outcomes here going to be something to be concerned about? The Hierophant. Okay. I get this is tying back to the Eight of Swords. This is really going to be a time for the US and its allies to think outside of the box in keeping an eye on those two countries and further deals with China, because there's further deals with China getting something out of this. So it's out of the box thinking. I'm getting innovation. Iran is stepping up its innovation with its nuclear program. This is what one of the outcomes it will be with the out-of-the-box thinking. It's given them a bit more, maybe even access to Chinese scientists. Another outcome, Eight of Pentacles. Ah, okay. Yeah. It's sort of like Iran. Yeah, Iran's given access to its nuclear program to China, I think. Learning. with the 8 of Pentacles there. Their scientist, Iran's, what do you call it, facilities. Yeah, definitely. 10 of Wands, okay. But surprisingly, despite all this, there's struggles ahead with this alliance. So it's not going to be smooth sailing, but there's some struggles ahead. But still, I do feel that China is going to get what they want out of it, despite what the other two. Yeah. Hi, 171 sign in. I did a bit of yapping today, and I got caught up in reading a story and looking for stories to to have a look at. Oh. The world is going to surpass the United States in technology. Too woke. Yeah, they've taken a word from the African American vernacular, which is, its basic meaning is awareness of racism, aware of racism. And it has been hijacked. With the word woke, I've never been really comfortable with it because it's been hijacked. Enlightened to racism. At least that's the definition I read for the original term, use of the term. And we should all be woke in that sense. We should all be enlightened to racism. But to mean we should be enlightened and everything and all that. But being enlightened, and I suppose, yeah, but being enlightened about lots of things doesn't mean that gives us the right to halt everything in its tracks. We have to find a way to keep things going while still endeavoring to ensure that people get all of the rights and privileges they deserve, regardless of the colour of their skin, their sexual orientation, their gender affiliation, even their political beliefs. But it's being more and more hijacked as a way to halt things or to deride people. The fact is that I was never 100% sure of what woke meant. Now I know what its original meaning was. I can see where it's been sort of added to the wider vernacular, and its enlightenment, or being enlightened to the number of subjects, varies. But as with many of those ideas, it can often be hijacked. But I think we should all strive to be more enlightened to other people around the world, and other people even right next door who are different in any way, and that they also have the rights and privileges that they deserve as simply being born human. Because whether you're black, white, Asian, Romani, we're all human. Inalienable human rights. Man, woman, trans, whatever. We all deserve those basic inalienable human rights. We should learn from the lessons and the shames of our past, of not just our past, individual past, but of the past of the people of the countries in which we live. None of the Western countries were born through fairness and ideals. It was enlightened to racism was what within African American vernacular. Hi, Heart and Soul Connected. Hi, Ali. Oh, sweetheart. I am so sorry you're having a bad day the other day. Bad time. I do hope you're feeling better. I suppose in the Australian vernacular would be as close to not being awake. I don't know. But at least to me, that's what it means, or it should mean, because it's been taken from the language use of a group of people who quite rightly wanted people to be enlightened to the injustices that were going on around them. Because of the colour of their skin. Okay, let's move on now. Is North Korea bluffing? They said if the US shoots down one of their test missiles, there will be war. Okay. First, will the US shoot down a test missile? If it goes into their territorial waters, yes. So, same way they shot down those balloons and whatever else they were. So let's have a look. Will the US shoot down a missile? 3 of Swords. If it crosses into their territory, yes. This is 3 of Swords, because they will see that as a provocative act. Absolutely. I mean, what sort of oink bans the Diary of Anne Frank? Come on. The King of Pentacles. Wow. This is one vicious looking king. And look at these snarling dogs, barely kept on a leash. This is some of the resources that would be thrown at one of these missiles if it passed into US territory. So that is a warning. They have already warned Phnom Penh. You can fire your missiles, but they're not going to anyone's territory because other countries could decide to shoot them down as well. So is North Korea just chest thumping here? The King of Cups. They're trying to... They think that Biden doesn't have the guts to do it, which is why they feel free to say it. But Biden is a Scorpio, so he does have this side to him, even though mostly he is this. But this is why they think they can feel safe in talking this codswallop. Hi, Simply Joan. You've begun to hear people from the other side when I ask to connect. So where do I go from here? Oh my goodness, Joan, I'm not quite sure because that is something I am not at all in yeah, that is so interesting. Yeah, I've never read Animal Farm, but yeah, those sort of dark dystopian things just have never appealed to me. I will tell James you said hello. 5 of Wands. Oh yeah, this would be. He knows. Well, Phnom Penh knows that they'd be facing certain defeat if they did do that. So they just think the High Priestess. I feel like this should be reversed with surface conceit and surface knowledge. I think they're bluffing, but you never know. What's shadowing this card? The 7 of Wands. They know that the US will stand in defense of their territories, and if one of their missiles goes into their territories, it will be shot down. So I do feel that overall it's a bluff, but even the fact that they're making such threats should always be treated with cautious respect. Okay, we'll do a couple of cards. Firstly, Courtney, which Pamela, it's your daughter, is it? She's asked for a card. Courtney's asked for a card. You've neglected the hubby and fur babies. Oh, well, you better check on them. I'm sure he'll forgive you. So for Courtney, for her divorce. Ace of Fire. It's going to lead to a really, really, look, it's tough going, okay? It is tough going, but this is the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Fire, build up of energy. And it is, yet she's doing the right thing. She's making much needed changes in her life. And, you know, the opportunities are there. It is a really great opportunity to take some of the feelings that have built up over this process, some of the maybe the anger and the frustration, and turn them into something creative. The opportunities for a fresh start that are going to come from this for her are good. But yeah, it is it is still a tough time for her. She's still, I think, got to go through a little bit more scorching yet. But she's going through a metaphorical fire, but scorched earth can bloom some beautiful things can grow out of scorched earth. So for Courtney, yes, it is more than just an opportunity to end a bad situation. It's an opportunity to fully change her life and head into directions she never thought she'd want to, or possibly had the opportunity to. So it is hard. It is difficult. But what will bloom in her life after this will be so much more beautiful than what she's experienced in the last few years. This is a good card for her. Okay. Simply Joan, where do you go from here? Well, I would certainly talk, do some investigation. If you do know any mediums, talk to them. I know Sterling has lots of different videos and questions, and sometimes instructional videos. Look. So that was the card for Courtney, which I think is Pamela. Daughter. This you just saw me shuffle the cards. You got Simply Joan, the same card, but it's a different way. This build up of energy. There's opportunities, and this will change your life. Okay. Definitely reach out to people who sorry, I've got some pulling up there. Oh, that's okay. Well, James, as you know, is always down at his friends on Saturday. But I will say hello. Tell him you all said hello. I usually call him after I finished. We just have a quick check-in about the middle of the day, and I will tell him that you all said hello. Okay, and of course the fur babies are going well. There's definitely do some research. Some people say to go to spiritualist churches, or Definitely make sure that you do protect yourself in some way, even if it's a lovely friend Sheila from Celtic Witch Tarot. She does something called continual protection or something. I can't remember. I have to ask her. In which she's always in the back of her mind, not subconsciously, but always in the background, asking for protection. And so, yeah, so make sure you ask for that protection and keep yourself protected. But all I can think is make inquiries. We are a generous community here. You reach out and people will generally answer some questions for you. So yeah, but definitely seek someone to help guide you through what's coming up. So I said there are so many generous people out there. So the only opportunities for you from this are grand. Okay, who's got... Okay, we'll do a couple of... who else would like a card? We'll just do a couple at the moment. I'll do a couple more before I sign off. So I'm going to go till 11:30. So who else would like a card? (171) sign-in, you'd like a card. Okay. Jezza, okay. (171) sign-in. The Dreamer. This is the start of a new journey for you, or the Fool. It's time to take a leap of faith, my darling. 171. Time to take a leap of faith. You will be surprised what happens when you do. So it's got follow your dreams. And yes, that is certainly follow your dreams, follow your instinct. And don't fear that you'll be doing this all on your own. You have backup. You have the angels at your heels or on your shoulder. So it is a good time for you to take that leap of faith towards whatever it is you've been thinking about or dreaming about doing. Okay? That's great. Oh, it's so good that you know what that means. Jezza! You've got balance, Jez, which is the Temperance card. It's amazing that both of you got major arcana here. Need for balance and moderation. cooperation and compromise. So, two strong wills, bang. It's got to wait for the perfect timing, but I'm not sure about that. I feel it's more like cooperation and compromise, because there's three sentences here and not all sentences will apply here. Hi, J Cat Lady. So Jez, compromise is needed. And things will go back to that smooth, wonderful dynamic. And this beautiful angel here. That's slightly off balance, maybe black and white, sepia world you're seeing at the moment, the colors will return to it. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. In this instance, compromise is on your part and that balance will return. Okay. It can't all be one person compromising. You got to take turns. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Sherry French, finances. Okay, I hope that makes sense, Jez. J Cat Lady. Aww. Oh. Oh. Okay. Sherry French card, finances, the 8 of air. Okay, you're not as trapped as you think you are, darling. You just need to take a big, deep breath. Because you're so focused on this section, you need to widen your outlook a little bit. And you will see that you will be able to get through this situation. You will find a way through this situation. And I do think you'll come out of it better than you feel you will. Because you've got to have confidence in the actions you take, okay? So it's an illusion of being trapped. You're scared that if you take actions, it will be worse for you financially. No. Okay? It'll be okay. But you need to close your eyes, take a deep breath, open them again, and have a wider look. And you'll see that there's more available there for you than you feel, than you think there is. For a national band trapped on Tuesday. Oh, wow. Congratulations. Congratulations, Deborah Costro. Now, very, very sad. Little Nicky, who we've been following for the past few months, who's only not very old at all. He needs help to pass peacefully. Let's all send comforting, loving energy to little Nicky, J Cat Lady's cat. I'm so sorry to hear this. We've been, please send a clear path to little Nikki and a comforting path full of love. And comfort. So that the rainbow bridge shines bright and lovingly to show little Nikki the way. I'm so sorry, Jake Cat Lady. I really am. He's your daddy's cat. Oh. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm like with animals. I'm an absolute... that's why I had to cut back on the pet specials. I will be doing another pet special. Okay, just I'm not quite sure when, but soon, maybe April. He's 20 years. Well, they're all little babies to me. Your dad passed? Because I feel like he's happy. Hi, MK Karen. Yes, Steve. Yes, if you'd like a card. Congratulations to Deborah Costros for her sons. Yeah. Oh. It's like he's trying to find. He will find it. Yeah. I do feel him curling up. If he'll hop on, when he hops on your lap, I think, or onto a chair and curls up. But I see your hand, or a hand, just petting him on his way. Steve, let's do a card for Steve. Oh, my goodness. And I'm using Angel Tarot cards by Radley Valentine today for these. Two of Air. Okay, there's been a decision and you've been trying to not put it off, but every time you feel like you've come to the point of making a decision, it's like, no, you're not one for pretending there's no problem. So that's definitely not. It's got being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, and it's got pretending there is no problem. That last one is not you, Steve. But this, I really get drawn to the word stalemate, like clashing of heads. Notice either option that you take will be good, will be right. There's no right or wrong option here, my darling. I think the problem here is not wanting to let go. But you've reached a point where you cannot do it on your own anymore. There's no right or wrong option. Whichever option you go with will be good. I'm going to do this just very quickly. Cut a card to confirm that for Ron. Okay. For Steve. Here we go. Cut the card and the Magician came out. You have all the tools you need. And either way, whatever decision you make, it will be a good decision. It will work out. Okay. Just expensive. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. That Magician was good too. There might be an option coming out. Just that Magician indicates there's maybe a surprise option or something. So, yeah. Okay. Angels are always good. Yes, they are. Who else would like a card? Okay, anyone else? MK Karen, you'd like a card? Of course. MK Karen, side to the highest. The Six of Earth. Balancing of the scales, gifts of money, time or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. Sort of like a little bit of a mix of all here for you, MK Karen. But I do feel like after a long time of feeling like things just are not ever going to balance out, and this is definitely finances we're talking about, things are going to turn a corner and you'll be able to balance the scales more easily. I do feel like there's going to be a bit of an easing on you. You'll be able to do things you haven't been able to do in a long time, but always be careful. So the balance, the scales are going to tip in your favor. And yeah, but yeah, it never hurts to be cautious, but it might be a time to just let go of the tight reins a little bit and just enjoy yourself a little bit. You don't have to go out and be all, over the top of things, but I do feel like there's maybe a little break you've been wanting to take but have feared that just wouldn't be able to. It might be an opportunity for you to take a little break, maybe not to the extent you would originally like it to have been, but take advantage and give yourself a little break without going overboard. And there's heaps and heaps of ways of doing that, heaps of ways. So yeah. Okay. Resonates so much. Yeah. Things are finally getting into a good, you want to take advantage, but you don't want to overdo it. Yes, definitely. And just one special treat for yourself without actually going too overboard. Yeah. Jezza, I hope you heard my card. I hope it makes sense to you. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to be wrapping things up. So, hi, Bonnie Russell. You're late, but you got here. I'm going to be wrapping up in a few minutes, but I do still have time to do a couple of cards. So if anyone would like a card, I'm happy to do two more. Yeah. I think Nikki's looking for Dad. He used to be J Cat Lady's father, Cat. And I don't know if your father's passed, J Cat Lady, but I do feel that they will be reunited if he has passed. So would anyone like a card? I've got a bit of time to do two more. Or is there one last story you'd like me to look at? Okay, if there's nobody else who wants a card and there's no last stories, I will wrap it up for the day. Bonnie, thank you for getting here. I do appreciate it. As you know, whether you're the first one to sign on or the last one just before I sign off, I so appreciate it. You would like a card, J Cat Lady? Yes, of course. I so appreciate everyone who joins me. Ego. Sweetie. Ego, this is, of course, the devil card, and it's got here a false sense of entrapment, which I don't think this is about. Being overly focused on material things. Again, I don't think that is you. Now, if you've had a card, you can't have another one. But yeah, we've got negative and fear-based thoughts. Oh, my darling. I feel like, oh, sweetheart, you never have to apologize for missing one of my things. Never. Never. And, you know, I think that what this is saying to you is I think you are really, really finding Nikki's situation very, very hard. It's one, I think you've seen many of these little lovely little angels over this rainbow bridge. Bless you. But this one is particularly hard for you. It's not just that Nikki's been with you for so long, he was with your dad as well. Please take care not to find yourself into down a whirling spiral down. Okay. If you feel like you've gotten yourself stuck in a pattern, talk to somebody. Okay? Don't make the mistake of thinking, it's okay, I've dealt with it before, I can deal with it this time. This is a completely different situation. Okay? So if you feel like you need help with getting through Nikki, with going through the process, even though you might not have done it in the time, that the ego in this case is the voice saying, I can do it all, I don't need to go and get help and all that. Yeah, keep an eye out for those signs. And if you see those signs of you know how long it's taken. You've helped so many of these glorious little angels. Just be careful that you don't get yourself sucked down into something, into a depth that you never felt before, because of course this is a completely different situation with Nikki. Don't be too proud to ask for help if you need it. Okay, we love you. We love what you do for these little angels. But sometimes even asking us for help or wanting to talk to us is not enough. Be aware that if things get too bad, please talk to someone professional. Okay? This is a caution, a card of caution for you. Okay? Oh, Simply Joan, you wanted a card. Okay. I'm sorry, Simply Joan. And Simply Joan. Okay. Now I just shuffled the cards. Okay. Simply Joan, you got the same card as J Cat Lady, but I'm feeling like this is a different situation here. I think you may be feeling like you're slipping into old habits. You are never invisible, darling. I just don't always see the words that are written in front of me. Okay. So, no. And I think even that, sometimes I'm invisible. It's like that sort of thinking, negative self-thinking that you really worked hard to get rid of, but I feel like might be slipping back into your orbit again. Okay. So patterns you worked hard to get rid of may be sneaking back in, because sometimes that can happen as we get older. Tackle them, confront them head on, and don't let them take a foothold. Okay? This again, as with J Cat Lady, is a card of caution. Okay? Don't let those old habits that you worked hard to overcome, especially with your self-confidence, my darling, don't let them take hold. Okay? This is, I think you're going through, we all go through periods of life when we go through some major changes. And I think you're going through that now. And so sometimes these can be seen as an opportunity by those little horrible little left-handed angels, that, the bad ones, to whisper in our ears, because it can be really stressful. It can be really stressful times of major change in our lives. So be careful. If those negative patterns start appearing, get help on attacking them and getting rid of them. Okay? yeah, there's got to be some faith. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go now. So please look after yourselves. As always, stay strong, stay loving, stay healthy, and as always, stay laughing. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.